It's Week 10 of the NFL, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cowboys and the Packers, and it's all up next.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
Dak going to start out going to the air. And incomplete to open things up. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Eric Armstead has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends of what we've seen so far.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading them out in his 2nd season now out of Stanford. Here's Davis Mills.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Mills can't get away, and down he goes. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A little juke. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
It's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers, because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott now. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive.
And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
The Packers at 4-5, a game under 500. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Mills eluding the pressure right.
Finds Pickens out right.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Here's Mills.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete.
And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They run it again with Williams. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Prescott. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
A lot of storylines in this matchup. The Packers have had the upper hand. They've won 5 of the last 6 meetings. You think about the Dez Bryant game in the playoffs and the catch, no catch controversy. But, of course, the news here, the return of Mike McCarthy. He was the coach here from 2006 to 2018. Only Curly Lambeau himself has more wins as a Packer coach than McCarthy. And that includes Vince Lombardi. So he had quite an accomplished tenure, no doubt, including the Super Bowl win.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills.
Open man, here's Cobb. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. No score after one on EA Sports. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Back to the running game with Swift.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Mills to throw it.
And it's caught.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. First and goal at the 1. Ingram is in. Touchdown, Packers. So they brought the extra break in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fielded right around the 8.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On second down, Williams. And some room to run now. And he's got this down to the 35.
54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Prescott on 1st down. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
They'll throw again. Prescott. This is caught.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Williams diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
The Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage, well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
To try again after the sack.
Mills, and that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
The Packers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
That short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On third down, it's Prescott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
First down, Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Third and long for Prescott. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Mills.
That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I think we love our jobs. The pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mills. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. On 2nd and 10, Mills got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Mills to the air again. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt.
That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So this drive spans 7 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17.
The offense getting set again. We spotlight Javonte Williams, the running back.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott
looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
2nd and 8.
To throw is Prescott. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Prescott yet again. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here's Braden Mann now
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Now, the midterm elections are now concluded, and I think we can all breathe a sigh of relief for that. But now it's time for midterm football, where we've moved past the unofficial halfway point of the season, and we got a couple of good matchups in the night games here in Week 10. Tonight it's North versus South in California, the Chargers and Niners from Santa Clara. And then tomorrow, Monday night, it's both Charles's birthday, happy early birthday, buddy, and the first primetime appearance for the Commanders as they travel up to Philly to take on the Eagles. A lot going on.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
standing right on his own 5-yard line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. Gets past one man. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw for Prescott. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that 1st half for the Cowboys. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the 2nd half. Meanwhile, for the Packers, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the 2nd half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So here are the Packers now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Mills on 1st down.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the 3rd quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the 2nd half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Running right, this is Ingram. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense him saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Prescott. Looking sideline. Incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Prescott. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott, his ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 19 yards that time for number 19.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
To the air again, Prescott. Screen play set up for Williams. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Williams again, and not a whole lot there as they get him down at about the 2. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Five yards remain on second down. Throwing, Mills. That's going to be caught by Pickens.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now here's the option play going left. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They'll run the draw here with Swift.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mills now.
And he fires one incomplete. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Here's Mills. And connecting here with Pittman on the out route.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Prescott now.
This one swung out to Williams. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff running left. This is Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Mike Hilton, he came up nicely there and dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing, Prescott. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Eric Armstead getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram.
Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This time it's 3rd and 3. Escaping the pressure right. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Prescott off play action. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Now he dumps this off over the middle. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Prescott. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st and 10, Mills. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Mills. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cameron Jordan, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Cobb. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Green Bay. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Prescott to throw it. That one complete to Hill. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott.
And that, nearly picked off. It would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott.
Open man has come back to tight end.
13 yards and 1st down Cowboys.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tyreek Hill, 54 yards.
And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 17-14. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. This one taken just inside the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Getting set to go again on the offensive side. Randall Cobb works his way back onto the field. They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches.
Mills throw into the hands of Cobb.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To throw again on second down.
Mills.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Swift.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
From the gun, here's Mills.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's a give to the right. Ingram
down at the 25.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Mills. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
Looking to throw is Mills.
And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Butker's kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Prescott on first down. And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On third down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now the Packers get set to go. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Butker's kick here is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 20-17, 2:05 to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Prescott's throw taken in by Cooper here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. Prescott. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Prescott. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Prescott. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here's Dak.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
To throw, Prescott.
To Shepard, complete over the middle.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Now Prescott.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Up the middle, it's Williams. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Now meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectation.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now. Safe throws, get it to their playmakers, and see what happens.
And Hill with it over the middle.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Prescott off play action. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Bass is good, and they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now a toss for Swift left side.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Now it's Mills' turn here in overtime.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Now Mills on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.
So for Dallas, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it was a game they really needed as they drop back to 4-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.